Good morning. It's day 3 at Medoc State Park. We are just finished our breakfast, just got ready, and now I think it's time for a hike. And today we have a special guest called. Where's she at? It's I can't get it. It's the Cora Cam. Cora, look over here. No, she's too busy. But she's gonna be taking extra footage today, just for y'all to see. And the leader of the pack. Of course, as soon as I start the video, I run into a spider web. So, good start. Plan is right now we're on the other half of the Bluff Trail that we were doing yesterday. We did about a mile of the 3-mile complete loop. So right now we're heading down this side, which will lead us to the kayak and canoe launch, which is also available here. And another spider web. Here's our main walking trail that we're doing right now, and actually if you look over there you can see some fencing. That's actually the bridle trails. There's a bunch of horse bridle trails here at Medoc Mountain for everyone to use. From where we are, you can't really tell it, but the kayak launch is actually right back there in the woods. And here's a creek. There was one of the storms or one of the hurricanes came through and actually knocked a lot of trees into the creek, where it's very difficult to get through the whole thing, but you still can do some of the areas. There's a view of the bluff from way up here on the trail. And of course I am messing up everything. Come on, out of you. We're gonna go back here and video back here. Yeah. Kind of high up. One thing about Medoc Mountain is it's not really a mountain, it's a hill, but it's the tallest hill till you get to the coast, so that's why they call it a mountain. Fun fact that Andrew taught me yesterday. So now the Bluff Loop Trail is done. That was 3 miles of what it said was easy to moderate hiking. So conclusion of that is we're pretty sure we're out of shape. But one thing we do know is Aria is in shape. She keeps on going. We can just hear in her head. She says, I got this, just like her Uncle Harold. So at least one of us is in shape. Here's a quick look at the map for Medoc Mountain State Park. And this right here is a look at the campsites that are here. There's a total of 34 campsites. Half of them are electric and half of them are not. And also one thing with the state of North Carolina, they have the North Carolina State Parks passports, which we've seen in a lot of the national parks too, that once you go to the park, you can actually get you a nice little stamp that we enjoy collecting. This is actually our first one, but the plan is to have a few more within the next couple weeks. So if you like collecting something just like that, definitely check out if your state has something similar at your state parks. Now the history of Medoc Mountain, it goes back to a vineyard that was here, I think back in the 1800s. I can't remember. I know Andrew will tell me exactly, but still there's a lot of historical stuff here and stuff. I mean, wow, you just don't ever see it. I mean, this historical item right here, most people have probably never ever seen one before, but I mean, we've seen 2 here. This, for those who don't know, is a payphone. You actually pick it up, you can call people, you put money in it. Weird. It's actually, you put cash in it. Coins, not debit cards. They don't take debit cards. And then you press the numbers. Way before cell phones, so it's a thing of the past that some people don't even see anymore. And yeah, we actually see a few of them here. Alright, there you go. I was talking about it earlier. There's Medoc Mountain. Not much of a mountain, like I said, it's more of a hill, but it is the highest hill mountain between here and the North Carolina coast. And if you are coming here to visit, here is the Medoc Mountain State Park Visitor Center. The people inside were very nice whenever we checked in and very helpful. Also, if you check in for RV camping, this is where you'll come to. And over here to the right, if you can see it right there in the center, that's also one of the half-mile trails here at the park. And lunch today on Chef Andrea's outdoor kitchen menu is a tuna melt with some Cape Cod chips. And here we go. Here's our new trailer, the New Camp Tab 400. Larger teardrop than their usual ones. This is the first year in the US with this body style, and we are in love with it. Coming in at just under 2,600 pounds, this teardrop gives us all of the utilities and everything we would need, including a kitchen, a dinette area, a queen-size bed, and a wet bath. So, I mean, it might look small to a lot of people, but really, it's got everything we need. And we're, like I said, we absolutely love this thing. And it's always fun to have something that you just don't ever see anyone having. And definitely this has the look of something unique. A little afternoon fun, playing Ticket to Ride. And right now, it's actually a pretty even game. I got 35 points, Andrew's got 36. So yeah, pretty close. Alright, well, the first game is complete, and we both had 34 trains in our line, and we also had how many cards?
11.
11 destinations completed, but in the end, I had 149, and Andrea had 163, so she barely beat me. Another good game, and it's another game where she just completely demolished me every time. Well, it's time for dinner. We get a fire going. Not for cooking tonight. Tonight, it's ramen. Andrea came up with a ramen recipe that we're trying out tonight, and hopefully it's going to be good. I know she's eaten some of it already, so I haven't tried it yet. So dinner is done, and I have to say that was an awesome meal. Andrea is able to take the 20-cent pack of pork ramen, add some ingredients to it, add some sriracha, and have an awesome meal. So definitely props to her for having that idea. Now you also might be wondering, well, if y'all didn't use the fire to cook, why'd you start a fire? So yeah, we started a fire for s'mores. And oh wait, you can't read it upside down. Jiffy Pop. Made some Jiffy Pop late last night after we finished up the vlog for late night during movies. So I'm gonna do that again tonight. Alright, just finished up breakfast and packing up the camper, and we're on our way. Not a bad packing up. It roughly took us less than an hour. I'd probably say really a half hour, and that was just us just messing around at the same time. So especially with this camper, it's not that bad. So now we're just gonna wait until we get a cell phone signal and figure out which way we want to go home. If we want to go the fast way or the scenic route back. So I guess if we run anything, we'll check back in. Took a little detour. We've been driving for a little bit, and we decided, like, well, let's get out, stretch our legs, give the dogs a chance to go out and use the bathroom and maybe get some water, and we'll get a snack. So we saw that one of the state parks is actually near the way that we was going, so we're gonna stop by the cliffs of the new state park. Maybe go ahead and get our stamp while we're here too. So this is the scenic overlook at the cliffs of the Noose River, as you can tell. And there is some, I guess from this angle you can't really tell, but there are some cliffs and everything right here. So I'm guessing this whole scenic overlook, because you got a trail going down this way, that is going to give you more and more scenic looks. Thanks for joining us.